This is what it's all about, hockey fans. The grand final, the Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League final game of the season on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. I'm Aaron Murphy, and you can tell I'm just a little bit excited to have these guys with me. Neil, the coach Russell from Giants Live TV, and the captain of the Cardiff Devils, Mac Faulkner. And Neil, we'll start off with you. You've been coming to these playoff finals for 14 years. Tell our viewers what they can expect from this clash between the Steelers and Giants today here at the NIC.
7,000 people packed into the NIC today, Murph. The atmosphere is always electric on playoff finals weekend here in Nottingham. The Belfast Giants players and the Sheffield Steelers players will be absolutely amped for this game. The atmosphere is always incredible, and the players just have that extra jump whenever they hit the ice. So I'm expecting an absolute barnstormer of a game today on Premier Sports.
It's going to be tasty. It's going to be special. Two great semi-finals yesterday. But Mac, we'll talk to you a little bit about how the players are feeling in those two dressing rooms right now in anticipation for this grand final.
Going to sleep last night, all the guys know that they're 60 minutes away from a championship. You wake up this morning and you're walking on air, and coaches are going to preach about the process, making sure their game plans move forward. But I tell you what, you put the gear on, you get out there for warm-up, and especially at the start of the game, everything changes. And 7,000 people come to their seats. Atmosphere is electric. Everything's on the line, and I'm willing to bet both these teams just put it all on the line tonight, and it's going to be a heck of a hockey game.
You'd love to be out there?
I would die to be out there right now. But you know what? Both these teams have earned their way there, rightfully so. Top two teams in the league. I think that's going to make for a high, fast-paced, and intense hockey game. I think one that we're thoroughly going to enjoy.
It's going to be an epic clash between the Steelers and Giants. And I tell you what, these guys will be with me to provide analysis and ringside reporting all game long. And once the puck drops in just a little under an hour, Doug Christensen, the head coach of Team GB, will join me in commentary. But first, let's take a look back at how the Belfast Giants reached the playoff final weekend. Welcome back to your Rapid Solicitors Elite Ice Hockey League Grand Final on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. The Belfast Giants 0, the Sheffield Steelers 0 after an entertaining first period of action here at the NIC. Aaron Murphy alongside Doug Christensen. And Doug, you wanted to talk about the shots on goal.
Well, it says it's 15-7 right now in favor of Belfast. They did a good job putting pucks to the net, putting bodies to the net. Obviously, Frank had to come up with a couple big saves, including that 2-on-1 save, which, in a lot of ways, that could be a turning point in the game. Belfast winds up going in with the lead. They really are stingy on the back and wind up being able to sit back even more. But I thought both teams did a pretty good job trying to get to the net. As I talked about when we had that one time where the two Steelers stopped in that, yes, they both are down, they were both on the ice, but you want bodies, you want traffic, because in a game like this with such quality defense, with such quality goalies, a lot of times it's just those hacks and whacks that wind up being the difference.
It didn't feel like a 15-7 shot count, though, did it?
No, it didn't. It felt a lot different. But you know what? We'll figure it out eventually. I'm sure we can, with all the technology we have, we'll get it right.
Well, you can hear in the background the Carlton Brass Band. As we said, we've got it all going on here. But let's look back at some of the replays of what was an excellent opening 20 minutes here at the National Ice Center. Veteran and also a GB stalwart. He won't be fazed by anything here, Doug.
No, you wouldn't think so. Danny's played in big games for a long time. He's won a lot of trophies.
Geertsen to Fata, scores!
That's it.
Fata, it is over! 49 reasons to celebrate! Big 49 for Sheffield!
That's a huge goal. Massive shot. What a great release. Nothing Murph can do about that. Heartbreak for 2 years in a row for the Belfast Giants. Tough to take, no question about it.
First off, Jared, I'd like to thank you for taking some time here. I know you're busy with the new role, but how good did it feel to start off? I mean, last night with a win, shootout, you couldn't possibly script it any better.
No, I think the first 8 minutes were a little worrying. And then we called that timeout, and the team's a really good hockey team. Once we started to skate and put some pressure on, I thought we took over the game. I thought we dominated from there on in.
Well, the tough question is, I mean, how is the mindset? It was a difficult parting of the ways in many ways, and a positive parting in other ways, like you said, with the committee and the testimonial and having family over. But just touch on a little bit your time ending with Cardiff and how you feel about that.
Well, I mean, I think it was the wrong decision. I still stand by that. And it's one of those things when a chairman and a coach or a manager have a difference of opinions, difference of philosophy, there is going to be some change. And it's nothing that I can look back on. I don't hold any ill will towards the organization, towards individuals. I've moved on, and it was one of those things that it was a special club to me, the Cardiff, and I didn't want to go. And unfortunately, I had to leave, and it wasn't on the best of terms or the most normal of terms, shall we say. But it is what it is. I know that's kind of a cliche, but I feel I've made the most of it, and I've really taken that whole experience, and I think I'm adding it to the mental game of hockey right now.
I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy, and I wish you all the success in your new role. And as always, you've always been classy with me and classy with the media. So thank you for taking the time, Jerry.
Thank you.
Brought you a little something. Your very own bow tie.
Oh, wow.
Hope you're able to sport it in Cardiff and keep that tradition going. I'll be watching next weekend. If you're not wearing it, might get a little left. Right hand's a little sore, so I'll be throwing the left maybe.
Sheer terror. If you could see the size of that man's fist up close, you don't want any part of it. But what did I do? Did I go brave? Did I go safe? Unfortunately, I don't think I can pull off the bow tie, Ben.
Hey Murph, I saw you didn't wear the bow tie I gave you last week. I'll let you know I always make good on my promises. So how about you and I go man on man next time you're in town on January 4th. Both my hands are feeling good right now, so I can use both of them. I'm looking forward to your reply.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Okay, so Ben, the deal's a deal. I didn't wear the bow tie, and you're not letting me leave the Sky Dome, so you know, I borrowed some gear. We're gonna kit up, and I guess I'm gonna probably give you a beating here. Is that the plan?
Well, we'll see what happens here, Murph. Pretty upset right now after the game, and
This is what I was really worried about.
I told you what was going to happen about a month ago. You didn't live up to your offer, so.
You're a man of your word. All right, let's
As are you.
pitter patter. Let's get at her. Rid of our words around here. For Ben Olsen, the much bigger and stronger Ben Olsen, I'm Aaron Murphy. We'll do anything on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. Thanks.